And when he had opened the sixth seal, there was a great earthquake. Guys, the earthquake that just took place, actually several earthquakes in Southern California. Guys, this is the sixth seal earthquake spoken of in the scriptures. There's no question about it. Why? First off, we know that the sign of the Son of Man coming in the clouds, okay? When he comes in the clouds, there's the tribulation of those days, right? The Eclipse, okay? We're in those times. We've been telling you about these times. We've been explaining to you the prophecies being fulfilled. How, Leland? How could it be so? Well, it says that the sun will be darkened. The moon will not give her light. Those are eclipses. On July 2nd, there was a full solar eclipse, okay? And then there will be a lunar eclipse that will take place on July 16th. In between those two eclipses, we have this earthquake, 7.1, aftershocks, 6.4. Guys, this is the sixth seal. These are the scriptures being fulfilled, okay? There's no question about it. Now, let's look at the details. The thing is, we must educate ourselves. We must know all the details of what scriptures are being fulfilled and what is going on. We've been telling you about the temple underground, right? We've been telling you about all these things that they're doing. You know, the coin, right? Donald Trump. We've been telling you about the temple, okay? Why? Well, this is what it says is going to happen. The son of perdition. All right? So these things are going on, whether you can see it or not. These things are happening. Now, the sixth seal has a number of details, a number of prophecies related to it that have to do with solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, okay? All of these are happening within a couple weeks, and within that we have this great earthquake. We've explained to you the great earthquake that would happen in Babylon. I know we want to say Babylon's in a lot of places, guys, but in particular, what's one of the more evil and wicked places? Southern California. So bang, there it is. And we'll watch, there may be a bigger one, but this is the sign. This is the stuff that the scriptures had talked about with the sixth seal, okay? Now let's look at more of the events that happened in the sixth seal to see what is taking place so far. Everything has happened with the exception of the Son of Man appearing in the clouds. That's the day and hour no man knows. And everything that we're getting at here is what we know must happen. But the day and hour no man knows is when the Son of Man will appear in the clouds. So let's look at Matthew 24, and we can clearly see this is the sixth seal. Immediately after the tribulation, the eclipse of those days, the sun shall be darkened. The moon shall not give her light. The stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. Then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in the clouds. If you haven't seen it, please watch the video on the Son of Man appearing in the clouds from Ezekiel chapter 1. That's Ezekiel chapter 1 is the Son of Man, his chariot of the cherubim, okay? And what do we have? Solar eclipse, lunar eclipse. July 2nd, solar eclipse. Lunar eclipse, July 16th. Well, all these things have happened, all right? You got the white horse, the first seal. You got the red horse, the second seal. The third seal, the black horse, okay? The fourth seal, the pale horse. All of these have been fulfilled. The fifth seal is the souls that cry out from under the altar. All of these have happened. What's the fifth seal? It's ISIS, okay? What is the red horse? The wars, rumors of wars. Everything is happening right now. We got the black horse, the harvest is being weighed, okay? We have a great earthquake. Now we got the great earthquake, okay? We've had other signs of this, Mexico and other ones, but we said, guys, in a video, I'll put a link, we said it would be Babylon, it would be America. America would have the great earthquake, the great earthquake sign of the sixth seal, okay? Stars falling from heaven. Every mountain and island is moved out of its place. This is what it says in Revelation 6. And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and there was a great earthquake. And lo, the sun became black as sackcloth, the moon is, and so this is clearly talking about the same thing as Matthew 24. Every mountain is moved out of her place, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the mighty men, and the bondmen, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and the rocks of the mountains, saying, fall on us, hide us from the face of him that sits on the throne. Why? They see the face of him that sits on the throne coming in the clouds of heaven. That's exactly what it is describing. From the throne of him and from the wrath of the Lamb. This is prophesied in Joel chapter 3. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, eclipses. The stars shall withdraw their shining, and the Yahweh shall roar from Zion. That's his voice. That is the command. Okay, out of Zion shall utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth will shake. Okay, so the heavens and earth will shake, and that is the great earthquake. So it's talking about it there in Joel 3. It's talking about it there in Matthew 24. It's talking about it there in Revelation 6. This is the great earthquake. And then let's look at also Revelation, the seventh seal. The seventh seal has an earthquake as well. In the seventh seal, and the angel took the censer and filled it with fire from the altar and cast it to the earth. All right, so this is cast to the earth, and there were voices and thunderings and lightnings and an earthquake. Okay, so all these signs, the sixth seal, the seventh seal, all these are happening. In Ezekiel 10:1, and he spake unto the man that clothed with linen, and said, go in between the wheels. This is his throne that's coming when the Son of Man appears in the clouds. It has wheels, okay? And take from between the wheels a coal. Let me get my place again. Okay. Go in and between the wheels and under the cherubim, and fill your hand with the coals of the fire from between the cherubs, and scatter it over the city. And he went in my sight. So this is a typology, a pattern, a sequence of events of the angel casting the coals of fire in Ezekiel 10, the same as Revelation 8. All right. Now Ezekiel 1 gives us the date of this. Okay. And this is not dates in because this already happened. The 5th day of the 4th month, okay? And then it says, the Spirit took me up, and I heard a voice of a great earthquake. That's Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 12, guys. This is the great earthquake and the great shaking from the cherubim that say, blessed be the glory of the Yahweh in this place. And I heard the noise of the wings of the living creatures that touch one another, and the noise of the wheels over against them, and the noise of a great earthquake. The shaking of his coming, the shaking of the Son of Man coming in the clouds, guys. Talked about in Psalm 18, verse 7, and the earth shook and trembled, and the foundations of the hills were moved and were shaken. Great earthquake, guys. And there went up smoke from his nostrils, and fire out of his mouth, coals of fire, and he bowed the heavens, and he came down. Come on, man. He's coming down, guys. He's coming down in the clouds. Okay, and darkness was under his feet, and he rode upon a cherub. That's it, guys. He's riding on the cherub. That's his throne. All right, and let's look at Isaiah 2. And they go into holes and rocks and caves of the earth for fear of Yahweh and for the glory of his majesty when he rises to shake terribly the earth. It's a great earthquake, man. Go into the clefts of the rocks and to the tops of the jagged rocks for fear of Yahweh and the glory of his majesty. He rises to shake terribly the earth. Okay, Nahum chapter 1, verse 3. And Yahweh has his way in the whirlwind, in the storm. And the clouds are the dust of his feet. The mountains quake. The mountains are quaking, guys. He's shaking the heavens and the earth. Mountains quake at him, and the hills melt like wax, and the earth is burned at his presence. Yea, the world and all that dwell in, who will be able to stand before his indignation? Nation shall, this is Luke 21 right here, nation rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and great earthquakes, okay? Great earthquakes. And shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilence, and fear of, and grateful signs shall be from heaven. So guys, this is it. This is the sign. This is the sign of the Son of Man coming in the clouds. This is the great earthquake that's taking place in California. You have the fires, okay? You got stars falling from heaven. You got all these signs. All I can say, wake up, he's coming soon. All these scriptures be fulfilled. I'm gonna put all this in notes in this description field of this video, and also the playlist on the sixth seal. On the playlist in the sixth seal, we have so much education, guys, for you to educate yourself on the sixth seal, the importance of the sixth seal, okay? To see all the details, okay? The tsunamis, the floods, the earthquakes, the solar eclipses, the lunar eclipses. What do all these mean? They are signs. They are indications of his coming, and he is coming soon, man. So guys, thanks for watching. As I say so often at the end, if we conclude these messages, watch and pray they be counted worthy to escape all these things and stand before the Son of Man.